Welcome back. We're less than 3 weeks from the National Action Network's annual convention, and we're pleased that among the speakers will be a young woman who cut her teeth working with our organization when she was only in high school. 19-year-old Spelman College student Mary Pat Hector, whose bid for the city council in the Georgia city of Stonecrest has made her one of the youngest public office seekers in the state. She'll compete in a runoff election next week. Her activism began in childhood, and as youth director for the National Action Network, she was honored by none other than President Barack Obama himself. Joining me now is activist and aspiring public servant Mary Pat Hector. Good morning, Mary Pat.
Good morning, Reverend Sharpton. How are you?
I'm great. Now, one of the things that we keep hearing around the country is that young people are not getting involved. Many are disillusioned. But you're 19. You're running for the city council in Stonecrest. In fact, your opponent had tried to challenge and say you were too young to be on the ballot. You fought and got the decision that you could run, and you have convinced enough of the voters there that you've made the runoff. You came ahead of 2 other candidates. And there are young people all over the country that are running, many of them you're having at National Action Network's convention, to show that many in the civil rights community have in fact started organizing, and actually young people are engaged in the system.
Yes, Reverend Sharpton. I mean, when you look at the different people, even within our organization, like Carlos Chavers, who's 23 years old, running for mayor of Birmingham, Alabama. Aretha Karanian, who is running for city council at 20 years old in St. Petersburg, Florida. Young people want to be involved in politics. They want to see a change within their community, but I think that the political climate that we're seeing currently in our country has really pushed them to do just that. And I believe that young people just need more support from seasoned leaders and others in the community to really say that you can do this. I'm happy to say that that's working in my community. I've made the runoff for city council, but now it's more than just that, ensuring that more young people get involved because we don't have a choice and we can't afford them not to.
That's what excites me about you and the others running, not only because you've all come with National Action Network, but because it's counterculture with even a lot of young people that we're meeting from other groups or that had no groups, that is counter what is being said. Young people are just angry and dropping out, but they're really, I mean, you're still a teenager. They're really saying, no, we can lead, we can govern. Now, you started at 11 years old fighting gun violence, and you've gone all the way to being praised by President Obama. You built our youth department. I mean, there's no comparison between anyone that led our youth department before you came on. You've actually organized real young people in scores of cities. So you've proven leadership ability. How do you sell to people older, vote for me, I can govern, I know what I'm talking about? How do you sell that at a young age?
The truth is, Reverend Sharpton, you cannot continue to really associate age with experience. I've been very open with the voters within my community and informing them that I am the only person in my race that had the opportunity to sit at the table with President Obama and discuss criminal justice reform. I'm the only person in my race that had the opportunity to work with Cities United and the National League of Cities, which is an organization compiled of mayors all across the country that really work towards creating legislation and programs for Black male achievement in communities of color. And so when you think about young people, it's really important not to associate age with experience. And that's something that I'm also really encouraging young people all across the country to really do. And once you look back through history, it's the young people and the seasoned leaders that really work together to impact change in our community. And that's what I've been pushing the voters to really understand in my community and to really encourage them.
We're going to be watching. Thank you so much, Mary Pat Hector, for joining us. And she'll join us here in New York for our first national convention and first national gathering in the era of President Trump. We're featuring the best of civil rights leaders, elected officials, business executives, activists, clergy. Senator Bernie Sanders is speaking, Eric Holder speaking, and more. Go sign up. It's free at www.nationalactionnetwork.net. Up next, my Palm Sunday message.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.